King Rauru. We just received word that the last free village in the Gerudo Desert has fallen. At this rate, the Demon King's army will overwhelm us.
I understand. Our only hope is for me to defeat the Demon King.
Rauru. The Demon King. He is not someone you can stop by yourself. But you are not alone. You have the Gerudo, Goron, Zora, and Rito leaders as well as Zelda. And of course, you can count on me.
There's something I'd like to show you all. Stand with me. I need all your aid.
We all, gathered here, swear on our lives to serve Rauru, the King of Light.
So by that point, he had the Gerudo Queen on his side. Or at least, he says the leader of the 4 other groups. So presumably she's the leader of the Gerudo. But we know that the male Gerudo is king by birth. So I wonder at what point the Gerudo have chosen to stop following Ganondorf. And if they're, like, did they all choose to bail on him when he started sending out monsters? Or is there sort of a civil war going on amongst them that's just glossed over? Who knows?
Sonia. Oh, Zelda.
King Rauru, before you face the Demon King tomorrow, there is something I must tell you. I came to this era after finding a man underground.
Go on.
When I witnessed what the Secret Stone did to Ganondorf, at that moment, I knew for sure what we found underground, that was him. He was still alive, still powerful. He continues to live on, all the way until my time. In tomorrow's battle, we won't be able to defeat him, No matter how strong we think we are, he'll survive. And you will.
Maybe so. But it is my duty to try. It was my hubris that set us on this path. I must atone for my error in judgment. And above all else, I remain the King of Hyrule. As with any leader, it is my duty to safeguard and protect my people, even if I must risk my life.
Rauru.
And if it proves impossible for us to defeat Ganondorf, we rely on your knight, and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link. But remember, that was a future where you never appeared in this world. And you are here now. Zelda, I believe there is a reason you were sent to us. It has to mean something.
The reason I am here.
So I think that's the memory where I got in my head that there was a separate timeline, because he says that was a future where you hadn't been sent back to us. Now that you have, things will be different. But because Ganondorf knew Zelda and Link's names and commented on Rauru's opinion of Zelda and Link, clearly that was... he is from this same time, and Zelda always... time travel's weird, but either Zelda... yeah. The Ganondorf they found at the beginning of the game was a Ganondorf from a timeline where Zelda had already gone to the past. So Zelda has always been going to the past, as this cycle sort of repeats itself. And so Rauru is wrong here when he says that the future that Zelda knows about is a different future than the one that they're creating now. One, because she hadn't been the past. She clearly had. Time travel makes things confusing, but yeah. I don't think what Rauru said there is correct.
Long ago, my people, known as the Zonai, came down from the heavens to the surface of the world. It was said they were descendants of gods. They bore treasures from these same gods, secret stones capable of amplifying the abilities of those who possessed them. Using the knowledge of the Zonai, my younger brother Rauru became a great leader. He met a young woman named Sonia, and they would wed. Rauru gifted Sonia one of the secret stones. Together, they sought to establish their kingdom. This is how the Kingdom of Hyrule, with Rauru and Sonia as its first king and queen, came to be. The future looked bright. However, tragedy suddenly struck. A man of great evil emerged from the desert. The leader of the Gerudo, Ganondorf, killed Queen Sonia and stole her secret stone. Using the secret stone, Ganondorf transformed into the Demon King. He then created swarms of monsters and attacked. Hyrule rose up to face these threats, but the evil power driving the monsters forward was staggering. The defenders were on the brink of defeat. Rauru then came up with a plan to turn the tide of the war. He entrusted secret stones to warriors with exceptional abilities. They became sages and united in an effort to finally defeat the Demon King. Rauru and the sages outnumbered the Demon King and should have been able to stop him. However, the Demon King's power had grown far beyond anything we could have imagined. I was unable to withstand his strength. Our fight appeared all but lost. And then, Rauru. He committed himself to one final act.
That pride will be your downfall, Ganondorf! Don't be so smug. I know exactly what it will cost me.
Thousands of years will pass in the blink of an eye. You only delay the inevitable.
You're wrong. Years from now, someone will appear with the sword that seals the darkness. A swordsman with the power to defeat you. Link. Remember this name.
Link. Interesting. I look forward to meeting you.
Yeah, it feels like someone should have gone up to Ganondorf right after there. When he's sealed away, can't move, stuck, frozen in place, and just stolen the secret stone off of his forehead. Rather than just leaving it there. Probably can't, but it feels like a thing that should have happened.
I managed to restrain him somehow. But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him. How is the Master's sword? You're telling me that Link is safe? You traveled through time to find me and recover your strength.
Zelda, I believe there is a reason you were sent to us. It has to mean something.
I know why I am here. It's something only I can do. We will finally stop him.
To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself.
I'll be forever changed. Link! You must find me.
Yeah, that's what starts her on her path. I still hope there's a way to get her out of being a dragon. But it wouldn't surprise me if there's not, because it is supposed to be a very permanent change. Also, a thought occurred to me, while not necessarily related to this memory, but when Rauru fought Ganondorf, he had 7 secret stones on his side. He had his, and then the 6 sages, the 4 of the different species, Zelda for time, and his sister for Monero. So that's 7 secret stones with all that power, and they weren't even close to beating Ganondorf. In our time, we have 5. The 5 sages. I think Monero still has her secret stone. I don't fully remember, but I think it's probably locked away in her robot form somewhere. Yeah. So we theoretically have less, at least Zonai secret stone power on our side. But obviously that doesn't matter, because theoretically we're still going to win. I think we only have a couple more memories. Yeah, we'll watch the last few. We're going a little longer than my normal streams, but I'm going to get through all of these.
You're saying that sword traveled through time the same way you did?
Yes, but more importantly, in my original time, the Demon King was vulnerable to even the smallest piece of this sword.
Even someone like him has vulnerabilities. Then, what exactly are you suggesting we do with the sword?
Over time, the Master Sword is able to absorb sacred power. It can heal itself, and even grow stronger.
Curious. If we were able to empower it in that way, it could be the key to defeating the Demon King. But it could take centuries for that sword to grow strong enough. The power the Demon King wields. I do not see how this can be done. It would be impossible for you to provide it with sacred power for so long.
I can think of one way.
You mean?
Yes, I can do it. I have to.
I've told you. That act is forbidden, for a very good reason. It would mean throwing yourself away.
Oh, Minoru!
You won't be able to change back.
The moment I had the sword, I knew what to do. I knew this was why I came to this era. to restore the Master Sword and deliver it to Link.
I understand. You really have made up your mind? Very well then. As a Zonai, I bear my share of blame for these events. So I too will devote myself to this goal, and to this hero of yours. For the swordsman Link, I will do everything I can. Even if my body should perish, I will still be with you in spirit.
Nothing particularly new there. Although the thought occurs to me that since Mineru was already severely injured, maybe she should have been the one to draconify herself. Since Zelda seems to be healthy and not dying. But I totally understand why Zelda obviously would be the one to make the sacrifice.
Was that the sword that seals the darkness? A blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from me.
The sword will continue to gain strength if bathed in sacred power. The stronger that power, the more powerful the sword becomes.
After all, you possess more than power over time. You have a sacred power that can dispel evil.
To swallow a secret stone is to become an immortal dragon, one blessed with eternal life.
Minoru, I'm counting on you. Link, I will restore the Master Sword for you. I will care for it until the time comes. I will pour my sacred power into it. It will be the weapon that defeats the Demon King.
To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself.
You must.
remember wondering at the time when I saw this if the other 3 dragons were also beings who had swallowed secret stones. Like, obviously, if there are forbidden rituals that are known about of what will happen if you swallow a secret stone, then someone has done it. And there's 3 other dragons in the world. So, it would follow that they are. But we don't know that. I assume that the 3 dragons were tied to... I think Zelda lore used to have 3 goddesses. This game only has a single goddess. But the 3 goddesses were over courage, power, and wisdom. And their names are pretty similar to the dragons' names. So, just trying to find a connection there. Don't know. It's another question that's not really answered in this game, as far as I can tell. But it opens up the possibility that they were people who swallowed secret stones to turn into dragons for whatever reason. Final memory.
Link. Link. The Master Sword. Your sword. She is the key to destroying the Demon King. He defeated her before, but a long slumber will heal these grievous wounds. And when you two next face the Demon King, you will have my strength to help you through her. Link, you are our final hope. I pray this sword reaches you in the future.
I feel like she could have stuck the sword at the Deku Tree, as they did before. May not have been as powerful, but then she could have taken some time to try and master her time powers to find a way to send herself back to the future. And then used her secret stone with her time powers to hopefully help out in this fight, rather than just sticking her power into the sword and hoping it makes it more powerful than the Deku Tree would have after, you know, a millennium. But that was her decision, and for what we know, it probably worked. Granted, the fact that the sword breaks every time we attack a handful of enemies with it is not... not setting the bar super high of what we can expect from it. But it's specifically designed to take out Ganondorf. So, yeah, we are well past our usual ending times, so I'm going to end it here. I think all we have left to do, that I'm interested in, is taking on Ganondorf, which probably won't take us an entire stream. So if there are other things that people want to see before we go straight there and take on Ganondorf, let me know. Otherwise, we'll do that, and then I'll see what the rest of the stream ends up being. Okay, well, there's the Bubble Frog, and then you still desperately want me to take on a Hydra. Oh, I really don't want to, but I could try it. Just feels like I'm gonna lose. Probably between sessions, if I want to go that route, I'm gonna need to figure out how to upgrade my Frost armor. Well, we don't know that all the Hydras are Frost. Because some of them seem to be breathing fire, but I don't have a full fire set either. So I probably will want to go with the Frost set. And I think, let's see, our chest piece and our head piece are upgraded to the 2nd level. But we need to get the legs also upgraded. Otherwise, there's just no chance to take on the Hydra. But we could do that. I could take some time between sessions, figure out what I need, and sort that out. And then the bubble thing, I need to just find the guy. But yeah, that's something we can do before we take on Ganondorf, as long as I remember. If anyone on YouTube land has ideas, feel free to let me know. But that's where we're stopping this session. Hope you all had fun, and I will see you next week when we continue, and hopefully defeat Ganondorf.